of your time to make this call.
Good morning. The pleasure is mine.
Okay, Mr. Benitez. My name is Jessica Daniela Cutiva Peña, and I am the hiring manager of the San Gil Educational Institution. I have your resume in my hands, and I find it very interesting for the position of an English teacher. Would you like to start by answering a few questions?
Yeah, of course, I like it.
Okay. First of all, I want to know why did you decide to dedicate yourself to teaching? What motivates you to continue with your teaching profession? And how do you think that you, as a teacher, can help the education in the institution?
Okay, that's a great question. So, I decided to become a teacher because I have a passion for helping others and learn and grow. So, I believe that education is the key to unlocking potential, and I want to help my students reach their full potential. And I find great joy in seeing my students succeed and achieving their goals, whether it's mastering a difficult concept or simply feeling more confident in their language abilities. So, as for what motivates me to continue teaching, it's the satisfaction that I get from making a positive impact on my students' lives. Every day, I have the opportunity to shape the way in my students view the world and themselves, and that is a responsibility that I take very seriously. So, in terms of how I can help education in the institution, I bring a combination of experience, creativity, and enthusiasm of the classroom. And I have a proven track record of using innovating teaching methods to engage my students and help them to learn in a more effective way.
Okay, I can see that you're very interested in education and this is good for this job. In your resume, you mentioned that you have worked in various educational centers and that has given you the experience in pedagogical practice. Can you tell me what you consider your strengths and weaknesses as a teacher?
Yeah, of course. So, as a teacher, I believe that one of my strengths is my ability to build strong relationships with my students. So I strive to create a supportive and inclusive learning environment where all the students feel valued and respected. So also I have strong communication skills which allow me to explain complex concepts in a way that is easy for my students to understand. And on the other hand, talking about the weakness, sometimes I'm not tough enough, or maybe not as strict as I should.
Okay, thank you very much for your honesty. You have commendable skills in teaching, by the way. In problem situations that require quick solutions, how do you resolve conflicts? And can you give me an example?
Yeah, of course, that's actually a very interesting question. So when faced conflicts in the classroom, my first priority is to address the situation calmly and respectfully. So I strive to create an environment where all the students feel comfortable expressing their opinions and concerns, and I encourage open communication to help resolve conflicts. So I'm going to tell you a story. So, for example, in one situation, two of my students in the class had a disagreement over a group project. So one student felt that the other was not contributing enough to the project, while the other student felt that their contributions were being overlooked. So I invited both students to speak with me privately, and I listened carefully to each other of their perspectives. So once I had a clear understanding of the situation, I facilitate a discussion between the students, encouraging them to express their thoughts and feelings in a respectful and constructive manner. So together, we were able to identify the underlying issues and work towards a solution that satisfied both students and ensured the success of the project.
Okay. That speaks highly of you as a person and as a professional. I understand that you have experience in online teaching. How do you use technology in the classroom? And have you taken a course related to this?
Yes, actually, I have experience in online teaching, and I incorporate the technology into my teaching practice in a variety of ways. So I use digital tools and resources to create engaging and interactive learning experiences for my students. So I often use multimedia materials such as videos and interactive simulations in order to help the students to visualize and understand the complex concepts. And yes, I took a course at my university at UNAT about didactic tools in virtual learning environments.
Thank you very much. Could you tell me how do you adapt to the needs of virtual students?
Yeah, of course. So, as a virtual teacher, I adapt to the needs of my students in several ways. So, first, I use a variety of tools and technologies to make sure my students have access to the resources they need to learn. Also, I make sure my students have clear and constant communication with me so they can ask questions and receive constructive feedback about their work. And I also use teaching strategies tailored for online learning, such as asynchronous and synchronous teaching, using videos and multimedia materials, and creating interactive and collaborative activities. And I think it's important to be flexible and willing to adapt to the students' needs, as every student obviously has a different learning style and may face unique challenge in online learning.
Okay. Tell me, please, how do you communicate with the students and college in this environment?
Okay, so I communicate with my students and college in a variety of ways. So I use communication tools such as email, instant messaging, and video conferences in order to maintain clear and consistent communication. In addition, I use online learning platforms to share materials and resources with my students and to receive and grade papers. I also make sure that my students feel comfortable and supported in the virtual environment and provide them with constructive and timely feedback of their work. And I believe that it's important to be clear and concise in online communication, being empathetic and understanding of the unique the challenge the students could face in the online learning. Also, I make sure that I'm available to answer all questions and provide additional support when it's needed.
Okay. Next question. What do you consider, from your experience, to be one of the greatest difficulties of being a teacher today?
Okay, that's an amazing question. So, from my experience, one of the greatest difficulties of being a teacher today is addressing the diverse of needs of the students in the classroom, because the students come from a wide range of backgrounds with different learning styles, abilities, and interests. So, as a teacher, it can be a challenge to create a learning environment that can meet the needs of every student.
Okay, thank you very much for all the answers that you have given me. I have a last question for you. Why do you think you are the best candidate for this job?
Okay, so I believe that I am the best candidate for this job because of my extensive experience, my skills, and my passion for teaching. So, as a teacher with years of experience in both face to face and online settings, I have developed a deep understanding of how to effectively engage and motivate the students to achieve their full potential.
Okay, thank you very much for showing your answer to all my questions, Mr. Benitez. I really appreciate the time you have given me today. It has been an interesting interview. And the next days, we will communicate with you to inform you the decision that the San Gil institution has made. So rest assured that possibly we could talk soon.
Okay, thank you so much for being so kind. So I hope to see you soon.
Well, have a great day.